Well, it's that time again. We've reached the end of Season 2, and it's time now to prepare for life in the National League with Macclesfield. We've got our transfer special today. Plenty of players who are going to be on their way out. We'll be reviewing Season 2 and seeing who we want to keep in the squad next year and what areas we need to improve on. We'll also be keeping an eye out for any potential jobs that we can jump ship to, because to be honest with you, I'm not sure we're ready for the National League. Hello and welcome back to some more Football Manager 26 and another part of I am the Journeyman and I come from down your way and I can play. What can you play? Football Manager. And it is our Season 3 transfer special. Exciting times. We're going to be reviewing Season 2 as well at the start of the episode. So I'm looking forward to getting into it. Leave a like if you enjoy, and of course subscribe for daily Football Manager videos. Hard to believe that we're already heading into Season 3 of this series. With a league title under our belt, a promotion under our belt, we did very, very well indeed. But we ended off last episode with the title-winning performance against Oxford City. It was a very good result in the end. But we did finish off with a 2-1 victory over Hereford, with Birchall and Damani Mella scoring in that one. But yeah, let's have a sort of look ahead to everything. Club vision and expectations meeting. So it's looking like they want us to work within the wage budget and grow the club's reputation. Maximum 1-year contracts for players over the age of 34. Next season, well, okay, so they haven't actually really come up with a plan yet for that. Okay, that's fine. We'll just confirm that. That's all okay. I think that is a little bit glitched at the moment. End of season team meeting. Thanks for coming. Let's think about the National League. Hopefully when you get back, make the playoffs. I don't think so. Step up a level when we come back for pre-season. Top half finish? Okay. Yeah, nothing else to talk about. You know, it's not massive, that meeting, is it? Pre-season date, we want to come back as early as possible, really. 28th of June sounds good. So they get 2 months off. I think that's more than enough. That's all good. None of them are going to be away at international tournaments. But let's have a little look then at our sort of season review. Quick look at the table. It's how it all finished off. Obviously, the playoffs are happening right now, but we did win the National League North, 6 points clear of Kidderminster Harriers in the end, 8 points clear of Braintree. It'll be interesting to see who comes up with us via the playoffs. Spennymoor and Scarborough also broke 80 points, but our goal difference is particularly impressive. We're scoring a lot of goals, but not conceding many. In fact, we conceded the least in the division and scored the most in the division. So as far as I'm concerned, that is about as good as we can play. You know, tactically, we stuck with that Route 1 system all season, and it seemed to work a treat, really. We didn't have a lot of possession, but when we did have possession, we made the most of it, and I think that's a very, very good sign. In terms of player stats, highest average rating is Danny Elliott, 7.55 in the league. Glenn Taylor, 38 goals for him this season at Spennymoor. He has been incredible at the age of 36. He will be turning 37 very, very soon. His contract runs out at the end of the year. He could be somebody to keep an eye on. So I'm actually going to add him to the shortlist for 3 months just to keep an eye on his contract situation. Ryan Whiteley had the most clean sheets in the division. I think it would have been Vicente Reyes. He must have been pretty close, I would have thought. If we go into team stats, can we go into goalkeeping, clean sheets? Yeah, Vicente Reyes was fourth, despite only making 24 appearances. He would have probably ended up with around about 20, 23 had he played the whole season. I mean, yeah, Brad House is up there in 21st position. He had 7 clean sheets, and Max Sternley had 1 as well. So, between the team, we had, 8 had 14, was it? 8 had 30, so we had 21 as a team, which is good to see. Vicente Reyes conceding the least amount of goals, along with Brad House. That sort of is to be expected because they played the least amount of matches. But Vicente Reyes was a huge addition to the side. If we look at squad performances, top goal scorer was Danny Elliott, of course. 24 goals for him, 20 goals in his last ever season for Andy Cook. Good to see him. Little voice crack there. Good to see him, showing his experience and paying off, really, that 2.3k per week. Damani Mella right up there again, 12 goals for him this season. 9 for Majid Balogun, very, very happy with that, and 8 for Charlie Lennon and Johnny Birchall as well. Tom Ince came in his second half of the season, got 5 goals for us. Disappointments were the likes of James Wilson. He only got 4 goals this season. Nico Valentine, only 2. Probably expected a little bit more from him. Top assists then was Danny Elliott with 17, 10 for Andy Cook, 10 for Majid Balogun, 9 for Damani Mella. It's your big 4 again. Charlie Lennon was up there, Birchall was up there. It's the same players. The ones that are scoring the goals are the ones also creating the goals, and that is lovely to see. Top average ratings then, Danny Elliott, Andy Cook, Harold William, Elijah Upson, Vicente Reyes, Thomas Ince, Mella, and we'll throw Pratt and Haynes up there as well as being very, very good, rounding their average ratings to a 7.0. Elijah Upson has been a bit of a revelation. He's 19 years old. He's going to be tough to hang on to, I think. 4-star current ability. He's a leading National League player, potentially League 2 standard. He will be tough to hang on to over the summer, but he is contracted to us to the end of next year, so we absolutely don't have to sell him. Harold William is somebody to think about. He's been in on loan from Bournemouth. Don't know what his contract situation is at Bournemouth. Parent club, so he is out of contract at the end of the season, so that is definitely one to think about. We are going to add him to the shortlist for 3 months as well to keep an eye on him. And I guess that is where our issues lie, is that some of our best players are in on loan. The likes of Votan Ozcan, he's in on loan from Norwich. I assume his contract probably runs out at the end of the season as well. Do we want to bring him in, or was he impressive enough? I don't know whether he can make the step up to National League. Not sure. Alfie Morn, I was really excited about him at the start of the season, but didn't really live up to it. 6.6 average rating in the end. He's in on loan from West Brom. Again, his contract expires at the end of the year. They're good players to have about, potentially, but not entirely sure we want to keep them here. Some of the ones we're definitely going to have. Tom Ince is going to be here for another season. George Pratt is going to be here next season, and Elijah Upson, I'm assuming that's going to become our centre-back pairing more than likely. Vicente Reyes in goal and Danny Elliott, they're all here next season, and I think that is a 5 strong squad of players that we absolutely need to keep next year. Obviously, Andy Cook is going to be retiring. Don't know about Charlie Lennon. I mean, he's on quite a lot of money. His contract does expire at Luton at the end of the season. Again, somebody to keep an eye on, but is he going to be able to make the step up? I'm not entirely sure he is. Jalil Sadi is a sad one. Hey, get it. He's obviously injured at the moment, but he has been a very, very good servant. But he will be leaving at the end of the year. He's going to be joining whoever they are. Won't let me look now. It did say who it was before, but yeah. He's been a very, very good player in that holding midfield position. But actually, Harold William has filled into that role beautifully in the last few matches. And if we can get him on a permanent basis, I think I would be playing him there in that position at the start of next season. Damani Mella is still going to be around for the next couple of years, which is nice to see. Brad House, do we want to keep him as our backup goalkeeper? Perhaps we do. Majid Balogun, he's going to be here next year. I think Luke Haynes will be going. He is wanted by a fair few teams, including York City and Scunthorpe, you know, some decent teams. He is a versatile player, and maybe he is somebody that we want to look at, but he's not happy. He's requested to leave the club, so I don't think we can keep him about. Valentine will be here next season. Josh Kay will be here next season. Max Sternley, as I suppose, can stay and be our backup goalkeeper. By the looks of it, he's contracted next year, as is Fensom, and many years as backup centre-backs. Matheson, I haven't decided yet whether I want to keep him. He came in and did a job at points this season, but yeah. I think we ultimately have to try and improve the vast majority of the team. Certainly need a new left back, a new right back. Those are two positions we absolutely need. We probably need a strike partner for Danny Elliott up top, so that Damani Mella can slot back into that number 10 role. Wingers, I'm pretty happy with. If we can keep a Johnny Birchall here, he is going to explore his options. But if we can keep a Johnny Birchall at the club, I'm not certain we need new wingers. I think Balogun and Birchall will be good for the step up. Defensive midfield, need Harold William, really. So, yeah, I guess that's where we're going to be looking at the start of this transfer window. You know, we've got a decent transfer budget, a good amount of wage budget left as well, so that we can actually invest in these players. So, yeah, got to be a bit careful of promotional wage rises and all of that as well. So just, we're going to keep an eye on it, but obviously we'll tick over throughout the next few minutes, and hopefully this will be a big rebuild. We will also keep an eye on jobs. Obviously, it's a little bit early yet for end-of-season sack-ins. There's nothing really shouting out to me just yet. Another team in the National League could be a possibility. Obviously, those sack-ins will probably come straight away. South Shields are going to be playing their final match of the season to see whether they get up into the EFL. But yeah, let's continue on. I'll catch up with you guys when we have something that happens. Well, I thought I would watch South Shields win the National League. Well played, South Shields. Absolutely amazing to see them go back-to-back and now into the Football League, beating Aldershot 1-0. It was a tough old match, let me tell you that. Disallowed goal late on for Aldershot, and that would have been it. But South Shields are in the Football League. Come on. Well, we've reached the end of the season in the National League and other leagues around and about, and there's a couple of jobs that would take my fancy. Southend are definitely, you know, a bigger club than Macclesfield. Obviously, we would be in the same league next year as Southend, so is it a step up? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, you can have a little look at their squad. They've got a few loan players there. If you look at their wages, which is possibly the best way to see how good a player is. Lots of them are over £1,000. Charlie Kendall, top scorer for them, and Slavy Spasov. What a name that is. So, you know, it is a possibility. Now, do we apply for the job and see what would happen from it? Because, as I say, I think it would be a bit of a step up. Where were they expected to finish this year? Because they're 11th at the minute, and you would think 11th isn't that terrible to get sacked. They were expected to finish up in 6th, I suppose. But, yeah, you would think that maybe that would be a pretty cool prospect. But the question is, do I want to make a sideways step? I don't know. Would I apply for that job as a realistic decision? You know, moving down to Southend, it would be quite a big move. But they are a bigger club than Macclesfield. If we look at our club, Macclesfield there, you know, we've just got a local reputation, whereas Southend, very much regional, if not national, to be honest. Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm in two minds about it. I suppose if they approach me, then that's a different matter, isn't it? I'm not sure they will approach me, though. There's nothing else particularly that is exciting me. I mean, Northampton would be good, but it does feel like a bit of a step up, that. Maybe an unrealistic one. You know, there's no... I mean, Bolton would be amazing at some time in the Journeyman Series. So, you know, maybe we stick with what we've got for now and see where it goes from there. We have been named manager of the season. That will surely give us a little bit of a boost reputational-wise. We are now locally acknowledged, which is fantastic. So we'll keep going. Reece Welsh was somebody I was trying to sign, but he has gone elsewhere. So we're struggling again for recruitment at the start of the window. Other teams are snapping up the players. Obviously, it'll be 1st of July where we get the big ones in. And literally just as I stopped the recording there, and a new signing is going to be arriving. Connor Townsend is going to join us on a free transfer. Former Ipswich Town left back. He is an older player, but definitely a position that I think we needed some strength in. He comes in as a good EFL League Two player, according to Francis Jeffers, that is. And I feel like that is just something that we can't refuse. You know, he's got excellent mental attributes. He's got good technicals, good physicals. I think he will be a player that will do a good job for us. Did play for Ipswich Town in the Premier League 6 times a few years ago. Didn't play at all in the Championship last season. Was previously at West Brom for many years. So he is a good player. I think a very sort of National League level signing, and fingers crossed that will add quite a lot to our squad. So I'm quite excited about that one. Very happy with that. It does look like quite a few teams want a bit of action from Luke Haynes. So we're just going to get that one done and dusted. But yeah, first signing of the window, done and dusted and out of the way. Phew. Well, this is a tough one, isn't it? So Johnny Birchall wants to talk about moving to a bigger club. I mean, his contract expires in a month, so he could just do that then. I don't know why he's angry. Yeah, important part, nothing's going to keep me. The sooner you accept that, the better. Okay, fine. So Birchall's handed in a transfer request, so I don't think we can sign him for next season. So that straight away has triggered me to want to go into requirements and get a new star left winger. Yeah, we're going to have to keep pushing on with that one, but that is a disappointment. So we're going to be losing him, going to be losing Jalil Sadi very soon as well. Yeah, it's getting tough out there. Okay, next signing of the window is another exciting one, actually, in Ben Osborne. Very versatile player. We'll have a look at him in a second. He comes in on a free transfer from Stockport County. He's been playing or was on loan there last year. He was at Derby before that, obviously at Sheffield United for many years. So former Premier League player experience that we are getting, I think he will fit in quite nicely in defensive midfield, actually, because he is quite versatile, can absolutely play in that sort of half-back position if you look at that. Other than heading, everything else looks pretty decent. But we might even just make him a defensive midfielder that turns into a screening defensive midfielder out of possession, just to try and suit him a little bit. But I think that's a good signing, and only £1,000 a week as well. We've got lots and lots of wage budget available, so still hopefully some players to come out or come through the door. Obviously the 1st of July is always a big one when we get all of the free agents updated. Okay, expectations have come through, and they're actually quite lofty. They want us to finish top half in the National League. That is going to be tough. That is going to be tough in our first season. I might regret not accepting or applying for other jobs, but season preview has us. Where does it have us? Has us up in 6th place, so that would be pretty huge. Kidderminster have come up with us as well. We do have some good players. They are expecting us to be in or around the promotion hunt, but I have to say I feel like I would be very, very surprised at that. Other than South Shields came up and absolutely stormed the league straight away, they've gone up to League 2. They're expected to finish in 20th place this season, but yeah, we'll keep an eye on their progress. So I guess, the form book shows the team that wins the National League North tends to do pretty well. So yeah, what about Southend? Where are Southend expected? They're expected to finish in 10th place, which is interesting, so beneath us. So maybe it would have been a step down had we applied for that. But we'll still keep an eye out for jobs. You always get little ones here and there coming up. Maybe it's going to be a mid-season move. I don't know. We'll just have to try and keep our stock high and focus on this summer at Macclesfield, getting the best team available for next season. Okay, first loan signing of the season is going to be Vishon Masara. He is coming in from Norwich, I believe, which of course we had success with last season. Burnley. Don't know where I got Norwich from. Must have been looking at another player there. He's a good National League player, potentially EFL standard in the future. He's come in as a winger, but actually is a decently versatile player. He can play defensive midfield as well. But he's got good crossing, good dribbling, good pace. I think that fits our profile pretty well, actually. So Vishon Masara, our first loanee signing of the season. Okay, another winger to join us on loan then is going to be Michael Mylona, who can play anywhere behind the striker and striking position as well. Look at that potential finishing attribute. He could be up to 20 finishing. I don't think he will be. He's probably going to be 16 or so, but that could be huge. He could double up as our new striker. He looks pretty decent. Yeah, he's got 14 finishing. Okay. A little bit of a letdown there then. Good crossing, good first touch, decent technique, good dribbling, good pace, good flair. He's going to be a nice player, I think. Good National League player, potentially championship quality in the future. He's come in from Charlton. So again, I think he is going to be a positive player to have around. Lots of our loans have finished now. And we have released the 5 players. James Wilson, Jed Abbey, Kwaku, Odoro, Birchall and Dworzak. Now, whether we can get him back, because sometimes that actually works, doesn't it? No, he's got no interest at the minute, but we'll keep an eye on him. We're going to add him to the short list for a month. You never know, we might be able to win him back. Well, I think this is something that could really help us out here. An affiliate club. So we can either go for Stoke, who are up in the Championship, probably have better youth facilities. Let's have a little look at the information. I don't know where you find any of that now. Facilities. So they've got excellent training facilities, excellent youth facilities, above average youth recruitment. What about Sheffield Wednesday? They have great youth facilities. I'm assuming excellent is better than great. So I think we make a recommendation of Stoke as a senior affiliate. I think that will help us to get some good players, actually, in on loan. So, yeah, and we get a slightly higher fee. They've got better finances, yeah. I just think Stoke makes sense, actually. So let's continue on. So we've got a new link with Stoke City. We will have a quick look at their team of who we can bring in. If we go straight into their under-21s, there could be some real gems in there, couldn't there? So I guess we have. Oh, here we go. Oh no, that's our under-18s. I thought we could see Stokes, but yeah, appears not. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see what comes on that one. But yeah, things are coming together. We're starting to build a bit of a squad up. Obviously, I'm still sorting out trials and that sort of thing right now, but yeah, we're getting there. We're slowly getting there, and we'll see how we do. But we should at least have a team for the first day of the season. We've got Matheson in on a sort of month-to-month contract at the moment, which I think is wise. He can play it right back, of course. Brad House has stayed around as well, as has Paul Dawson. And yeah, that gives us a little bit of flexibility of being able to keep those guys around. But yeah, as always, struggling to get players in that match the quality that you want, but we'll keep trying. Okay, another signing through the door. Berkan Ermik has come in on loan from Bristol City. Some really exciting attributes for this guy. I think he could be a little bit of a gem. He scored a championship goal last season for Bristol City. Was formerly at Bayer Leverkusen. So definitely somebody that could be good. He's got good League 2 ability already. Potentially EFL championship in the future. So I think that the team is coming together quite nicely, actually. We're taking our time with it and making sure that we're doing right by everything. 4th place is what they're expecting already, so that the media are backing us to move up. They think our recruitment has been pretty good. We will see. We will see whether that turns out to be the case or not. There's still a few players to come through the door, and I'm really hoping there's a bit of a silly signing coming in that I'm quite excited about, to be honest. But it's all dependent on a work permit at the moment. But you guys are going to kill me. Oh, the work permit was rejected, but who knew this guy was still playing? Roque Santa Cruz, 45 years old. He was all set to join us. I mean, he's still got some pretty damn good attributes. I would have absolutely loved to have him here. He played for Libertad. I mean, he's still playing in real life. Goodness me, but the guy that scored 19 Premier League goals back in the 07-08 season for Blackburn, of course, joined Manchester City under some of their crazy regimes back in the day. Wow, that would have been a hilarious signing. I was so hoping that we could get him in, but unfortunately, he just will not get a work permit. And yeah, we can't sign him, but that would have been amazing. He would have been 46 this year, a 46-year-old striker. But, yeah, sad times, can't get him. Okay, another signing through the door, and I think we're sorted for strikers now. Luca Fletcher comes in on loan from Ipswich Town. A bit of an expensive one, this, but again, he looks really tasty, actually. 14 finishing, 14 first touch, 13 heading, good jump in reach, so he's going to be a threat in the air. And I think we've sorted our striker situation again. Scored a Premier League goal last year for Ipswich from the bench, so he is somebody that has got potential in there, already leading National League ability, potential to be a League One striker in the future. But the chance to sign a player that scored a goal in the Premier League last season, not one that I could really turn down. But we're sorted for strikers now. I guess I'll start putting together the squad and seeing where those big gaps are. Okay, another good signing through the door. We have brought in Michael Parker, who is a 22-year-old centre-back. He's 6'6", lump of meat. I mean, this is what we want. Good heading, good jump and reach. He is going to be dangerous from corners, but he's come in as a bit of depth for our centre-back position. Leading National League already, can be a leading League 2 player in the future. One glaring hole that we have now got in our squad is right back position, because Matheson has left. He decided to leave to try and find a new club, so we do not have a right back at the moment. Now, I could look for Alfie Morn. I was having a look for Paul Glatzel. Unfortunately, he would not join us, but Alfie Morn, we could bring him in for another season. I don't know if they will accept that. No, they don't want to do they don't want to let him go on loan at the present time, so we can't bring in Alfie Morn. It's interesting, isn't it? I don't know what the media think about us. I mean, they think we're going to finish second at the moment, so we have got some really, really good players in there. We're clearly in a good place, but we need that right back before the start of the season. Otherwise, we're going to be in big trouble. Okay, another signing through the door. Quite a versatile player in James Clark. He can play at right back or centre back. So thankfully, we have at least got a right back in the club ready for next year. Or this season. He has been playing at Solihull the last couple of years and done really well in the National League. So I think he will be a good signing for us. Actually, can play at centre back as well if we need him to. But yeah, I'm just delighted that we finally managed to get a right back through the door in the nick of time. Okay, one more signing through the door, another right back who can play at left back as well in Rob Hunt. Seems an alright player, has been playing at Colchester in League One the last couple of seasons, so definitely somebody that I think will improve the squad. A bit more experience in there, so I think we are now ready for the National League. We will play forward up to the first day of the season, and then I'll show you what our squad looks like. Okay, then here we are after the whole summer transfer window is done, and you might be a little bit alarmed by some of the star ratings there, but I don't think it's anything to worry about too much. But yeah, this is the team that I think is going to be taking on Tamworth in tomorrow's episode. So Vicente Reyes will continue in goal, with Clark, Upson, Pratt and Townsend as a very, very strong back four. I do think we need another defensive midfielder to support Ben Osborne in that position. And then Balogun, Ince and Mylona starting behind Ermic and Elliott up top. I do think it's been a reasonably strong window. We've got the likes of Parker and Hunt, Mazzara, Fletcher. They're all in there. And we've got the usual sort of backup guys of Fensham, Dawson, many years, Josh Kay is still knocking around the club. Valentine is still here. Nicholson in goal. Durnley as a backup goalkeeper. So I think actually we're in a reasonably good place. We have got a couple of other transfers that we could be looking at bringing in at some point soon. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's see what the media are suggesting about our season. They're thinking that we are going to be second come the end of the year. We've got none of the best players in the league, but hopefully we've got a team that can compete and that can do well this season. And who knows, will we be even here at the end of the season? I'm not sure. We started this episode thinking about potentially applying for jobs. It didn't come about. That's okay. We will proceed with caution into next season and see how it all goes. But that's where we're going to be leaving it for today. If you have enjoyed it, give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for daily Football Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.